Hello, everybody. It's Kevin with the Buffalo Commander, and this is Victory Thursday right now. A couple days later from our big Monday night game, I just came off a bender from the big celebration. Not really, but definitely been on a high because we won. And most teams we talk about a win and it's great, but this is a really big deal for the Commanders and the Redskins. And I say that because it's been a long journey for us. We've never had a good history with Monday Night Football in particular. And anybody out there, I'm in my early 40s, and I really became a fan around the Gus Frerotte time, and then Brad Johnson as our quarterback. That's when I really became a fan. I don't know about everybody else. But, so we know about the Super Bowl trophies. We know that this is a great franchise, even though the name's changed and all that. But we haven't really experienced a lot of success. Something comparable would be the 2012 season. We haven't gotten to a season yet with Jayden, but, 2012 was a pretty big high. And I don't want to say that was fool's gold because it was successful. RG3 was incredible in the offense that the Shanahans created for him. He was great for us. Egos got in the way, ownership, all that, and obviously the injury against Seattle in the playoffs. But it was a great season. I would compare it to that. Now, again, this is one game. This is not a whole season, but what we saw on Monday night was really incredible if you are a long-time Redskins fan, because you have not seen anything like that. We're never supposed to win on Monday night. We normally don't. I went into Monday having very low expectations, just wanted to see Jayden, have some improvement. And it was the best feeling to go into, I don't want to say hostile environment, but the Bengals, their home stadium can be a little rough. They've got really passionate fans. So to go in there and just whoop them offensively the way that we did, it really was incredible. Jayden Daniels. So, it's taken me 3 whole weeks to really be sold on him. I've been very skeptical. I'm not a huge college guy, so I've only listened to what other people have said and what I've seen thus far. First week, I was very skeptical. He looked like definitely scared, definitely his first game, not super focused. I obviously was extremely wrong on that. This guy is so focused. He has such a good grasp on the offense. He's controlling everything. He's telling players where to go. He's so confident, wants to go for it all the time. And I think that we've seen the star be created already. The other really emphasis on that was just confirmation was we don't ever get talked about in the media. And if we do, it's bad, right? Everybody was having conversations about Jayden Daniels and the future of this franchise and what he means to us and how lucky we are. And, oh, my God, they got the best quarterback, Caleb Williams, all that. Nonstop for the last few days, that's all we have heard. And I think we're going to continue hearing that. That was really confirmation for me. Okay, I'm not in my head. I'm not just a, hopeful Redskins fan that's probably a little bit too optimistic. This guy is real. And we saw it with our own eyes. The guy is just incredible. So, but again, we haven't experienced this a lot. So that's why it's such a big deal. I could not go to sleep Monday night after watching that game. I was screaming. I woke up everybody because I was screaming. I was so excited. It's a big deal for us. Again, Monday nights, the games I can think of that were similar, probably 12, 13 years ago now, maybe even more, against the Cowboys with Mark Brunell. And we were sucking the whole game, and we ended up winning with 2 touchdowns to Santana Moss, and we ended up winning 13-14 against the Cowboys. That was amazing. A couple years ago, not the same level, but I remember when we played the Raiders, and they was doing really well, and we ended up beating them, and that was a shock. And everybody was shocked about the outcome of this game, and it's completely changed what was, okay, we're rebuilding. It's really just about Jayden. Let's see some improvement. Our team sucks. Get ready for next year. To now, wow, we can maybe pull off some wins here, surprise some people. We're not going to be juggernauts by any means, and that's because of our defense. But we're going to be able to, if you can put up points like that, you're going to be in some ball games and you're going to be able to win games that you would otherwise not win. So it's exciting. You want to watch every game. You know, you go in telling yourself, this game's going to kind of suck, but let's see what Jayden can do. Let's see some improvement. Totally different mindset now, which is really exciting. So back to the defense. It's very clear. One of the worst, if not the worst defense in the league. But if you have this offense that just continues to put up big numbers, go right down the field, we haven't punted. That's the big thing everybody's talking about. We have not had to punt since week 1. I mean, think about that for a second. We have not needed our punter, Tress Way, to come on the field in 2 weeks because every time we get the ball, we're getting down to the red zone. That is impressive. Now, we know we had the red zone issues last week. Didn't have them at all this week. I thought that would be fixed because if it's really penalties, that can be corrected. And it was. We didn't have any penalties in the red zone, I believe. We only had 2 penalties in the whole game, I believe. And that was at the very end. That might have been in the red zone. But just, when you're churning and burning like that with the offense, keeping their offense off the field, you're always going to have a chance. We're going to give up a lot. We've seen that every single week, the amount of yardage and making every quarterback look amazing. Joe Burrow actually did an incredible job, but our offense was just better than his. But when you are able to keep their offense, bend, don't break, let them, they're going to move the ball regardless. But when you can limit that, especially with long 9-minute drives, 10-minute drives, and that's what we've been able to do, we're going to be in some ball games. So that's really, I think, the big overarching thing for us. Not even the game and the, what you liked and all that. The bigger thing is we've got a quarterback here that you have to be excited about for the long haul. It's totally different than what we've ever seen. Even RG3, I'm sorry, they're totally different players. RG3 had really like straight speed, wasn't a great passer, didn't have any vision. His attitude was different, tended to blame other people, turned on his coach. We have a guy here who's so humble. Everybody loves him. He's so competitive. He has the ability to get out of anything around him. He knows where everybody is. He's got a command of the offense. Just everything about him, totally different. So, I think we're the envy of the league right now, or anybody that doesn't have a quarterback. And it's a really exciting time for the Commanders. So can't wait for next game. As far as the next game, we're underdogs again. 3.5-point underdogs last time I checked. We'll see what happens. It doesn't mean we're going to continue this, but I think the point is it's exciting because you don't know what will happen, and we're capable of putting up big numbers that could always put us in a game or let us win the game. So we'll see what happens. That's in Arizona. Eckler's out. That is a big deal for us. I think we've seen that we have the best one of the best 1-2 punches in the league. Alex, didn't agree with me on that, but I think he might need to rethink that because they really are. And they're totally different running styles. Eckler, so fast and jukey, great kickoff return, man too, or punt return. And Robinson's the power. Kind of reminds me of Ron Dane, and I think it was Barber with the Giants, the kind of 1-2 punch. Very similar to that for the Giants that they had, where you just got 2 different style running backs, but it really works for us. So I hope he can get back. He's not going to be there. I would think Nicholson, can't remember his name. He's our rookie. Nicholson, I believe. I would assume he's going to be the guy for that. We'll see what happens. So I'm excited about that. I have to mention the Bills. Alex told me to. I think they get enough airtime personally, but whatever. They're incredible. What can you say? I mean, this is a different level. Obviously, these are 2 teams that are looking great. We can't be any happier than we are, Alex and I, but for different reasons. The Bills have been on this projection for a while, and they're looking big picture. They're looking Super Bowl, really. They're looking deep in the playoffs, championship. And right now, you have to say they're the best team in the entire league, defense and offense. I sent Alex a diagram. I should have had it on here. I don't have it right now, but, it showed basically that the Bills and the Commanders were just top on offense. Well, the Commanders were on offense, and the Bills were top for offense and defense. So, they're looking incredible. That game was against the Jacksonville Jaguars. kind of a snooze fest if you're not a Bills fan, because you just saw that, okay, this isn't going to go well for the Jaguars. And they're just dominant on every level. Josh Allen, I know he spoke a lot about this too, and I noticed it too. He's just spreading the ball around. You don't have any divas. You got rid of can't remember his name right now, but you got rid of that wide receiver that was a little bit of a diva, and it's just working out great for him. So excited for them, excited for Alex, and obviously I think they're going to be focused on the postseason when it comes. The Commanders, on the other hand, are taking every week, week by week, to see what happens and see what kind of player Jayden Daniels becomes even more, because he is on this trajectory every single week. Exponentially, he gets better. And that's really scary for the rest of the league to know that this guy has only been doing this 3 weeks now. So super excited. We'll see what happens. And I'm sure me and Alex will both do a joint video after this weekend to talk about what's transpired, and we'll go from there. Hail to the Commanders, to the Redskins, go Bills, and I'll see you guys later.